Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to 2024, and what a year it's going to be. Welcome to this overview of the main energies of 2024 for our divine awakening and deepening. So, simply put, this year is the year to create heaven on earth. Maybe not so simple to do, although I have to say, all the teaching that I have received, outwards and inwards, is that it's nowhere near as difficult as we make it out to be. So this is a really exciting year for us. It's a year for us to really know our true selves, know the divine consciousness that we are, and to create from this place. Hence, creating heaven on earth for ourselves and for those we love and for those around us. So, astrologically, and I'm not an astrologer, but astrologically, there is literally more light pouring in to our planet, which is going to be good for everyone. And also, what I've been advised is that it is this what this light does for us, it supports us in our awakening. However, we have free will, so it's up to us whether or not we take advantage of this or not, and whether or not it's our time. But it's a really, really optimum year for either awakening or deepening into this truth of who we are, this divine consciousness. So the first 3 or 4 months are going to be still a bit bumpy for us, if not downright challenging, as we kind of come up against resistance to this new frequency, this new light. There might be some old resistance, because our separated self, our egoic self, will do all that it can to stop us from becoming our divine selves. So it's going to kick up. It's going to kick off a bit, and we'll and also remember that this kicking off is actually showing us that something is ready to be healed. So it is still really good, and the light will help us with this awareness and this ability to heal, to bring whatever it is, this resistance, this block, these limiting beliefs, misbeliefs. Literally the light will help us bring awareness to it and to transform it, to bringing it into divine love, peace, joy, etc. So, yeah, February particularly is a time when anything that isn't yet healed has another opportunity to present itself. And this can either be physical, mental, emotional, and across time. So its roots can be in past lives or indeed this lifetime. So, and then still a little, come around March at the spring equinox, there might be some resistance to us being in our full expression of our divine, because March at the equinox is a really beautiful time of claiming our power and being fully empowered and really putting in place all the things that we want to put in, particularly around our purpose and what lights us up. And so if there's a resistance, there might be some resistance around doing that, some leftover fear, but it's small and it's totally overcomable. That's even a word. It can be healed. And the energy this year is allowing for us to really heal these things. Then May, oh my goodness, May, beautiful month, particularly this month. Particularly this year. And Mary Magdalene has, she's given me some, actually month by month, information about these energies and how how they help us with our own development and growth. And May is a really beautiful month, full of beauty, full of really, like, it's almost like we're stepping into ourselves. It's almost like we're recognizing the beauty within, and all the beauty that is around us is reflecting the beauty within us, which also helps us know our true divine self and our connection of oneness with all that there is. It's a really amazing month. So if you've got anything big planned, May would be a really good time to either launch it or start something new, or really plan for its coming in the first 6 months of the year. So by June is a really good time to have got something out there. So looking at the year ahead, it strikes me that there are four healing tenants or foundations, or maybe even a process that can really help us and that inform us in how to create heaven on earth. The first one is know thyself. So this is really, and we'll forget. I mean, I forget. And yet, once we've got it, then we can easily come back to it. And this is what this year is about, is really supporting us to know our true nature as divine beings, as being part of divine love, wholeness and oneness, connected to all that there is. And the power that comes through us, it doesn't come from our separated self, our small self, our egoic self. It comes from the divine. And when we align with it, awaken to it, deepen into this, then whew, we are, yeah, we're living our best life. We're bringing heaven to earth. Now, I believe a daily practice really helps. It really helps me. It really helps me connect to this energy every single day, because I do forget still. I've been on this journey for a long, long time. And not only does it help me, support me in connecting, but I love it because it's a really devotional time. It's a really beautiful time. I mean, who wouldn't want to hang out with divine love, peace, and joy? So I do recommend for you a daily practice until you feel you don't need it anymore, and that you are just automatically coming from that divine self. But be aware, the ego can be tricky. It has a lot of guile. So yeah, just be mindful that you might think that you are, but you'll know. You'll know, because if it doesn't feel good, this is always how it is. If it doesn't feel expansive and loving and supportive and peaceful, then you're not there. We're not there. So you can tell by the way it feels. And that feeling of being divine and the eternal stillness of the cosmos and eternal joy and love is amazing, truly amazing, and is our true nature. So yeah, number one, know thyself. I just want to say a bit about that, just a little bit about what helps me. The Magdalene Code, which Mary Magdalene gave to me a couple of years ago, has been a game changer for me, absolute game changer in this. And I will be sharing it this year, probably May, as I've been told. It's such a great month. So just to watch out for that. Number two, be okay with darkness and forgive. When we talk about forgiveness, I'm not talking about the old-fashioned forgiveness like I've actually done something wrong, or somebody else has done something wrong to us, and we forgive because we can do that. It's actually forgiveness, this divine forgiveness that is, it's a recognition of, I just forgot. I forgot who I truly am. So it can, and it's really important this, because otherwise we can just pile guilt onto the separated self story, the egoic story. We can just pile it on, or we can, or the ego can be tricky and go, yeah, I'm so good, so righteous that I'm going to forgive you. It's like, it's not that. Yeah, it's literally I forgot who I was there for a moment. And guess what? We all do. And we still continue to forget, but we're remembering more and more. So be okay with the darkness and forgive. So darkness is a part of who we are. It's that shadow side of us. It's our egoic self, a separated self playing up, playing the game here in this duality, in this world, which is duality. So it's just, be okay with that. That is what it is. And yes, there is a load of stuff in our past lives. There's loads of conditioning in this life. There's loads of wounds, and we play up from time to time. We play up from these wounds, and so does everybody else. Right? So it's a real understanding that this isn't the truth of who you are or anybody else. And it's about having the courage, in which we have this year, to really be curious about this darkness, to not be afraid to go, oof, there's whatever it is, there's fear here, there's worthlessness here. I'm acting in a way that doesn't feel good. What is it? Be curious and see what's underneath that. What is that limiting belief? What is that energy? Bring it all into the light, bring it all into awareness. And we can only do this if we've connected to our divine essence. Yeah. And it's in that place that we can bring anything and everything into love, returning back to love. Yeah, divine love. Number 3, experience heaven on earth. So, sounds easy, doesn't it? But seriously, this is, I believe, how we do it. I used to think, hey, one day I'm going to be enlightened. And then I got it. I'm like, oh, there is duality here. I kind of go in and go out. I forget, and then I remember. Forget, and I remember. I'm remembering more now these days, but I still forget. And I can come out of the shadow back into light quicker. And this is what's happening for all of us on the planet, not just me, because we're all one, right? And so this is what I believe is bringing heaven to earth, is understanding the dualistic nature of earth, understanding the wounding, the shadows, and to, with love, bring them into love. Not let them run the show, because the ego, the separated self, will run the show. Oh, have no doubt about it. If we allow it to, it will run the show. And so it is about bringing all of that into the truth, into that divine consciousness that we truly are. And however many times that we have to do that, and we'll get better at it, we'll get quicker at it. And you see, to bring heaven to earth, to bring peace to earth, love to earth, joy to earth, whatever heaven on earth means to you, we have to clear up our own war within ourselves, our own fear within ourselves. Yeah, we can't heal war outside of ourselves. As a dear friend of mine said, it's an inside job. It's always an inside job. Yeah, we have to start with ourselves, and where there is discombobulation, where there is distortion, where there is that feeling of not being aligned, being asleep, that is telling us that We're ready to be healed, to come into the divine love, to come into, bring it all into awareness, to create heaven on earth. Come back to peace, come back to love. That's how we do it. And then we can change the outside. Because don't forget, I think this comes into my next point, number 4, which is hold divine vision for others and the world. And we can only do that once we know what it is for ourselves. Once we know ourselves, know thyself. Number 1 point, remember, know thyself. Then we can hold that vision for others. Because one of the universal laws is that we project our thoughts outside of ourselves, and those thoughts are reflected back to us. So if we're coming from our small self, separated, egoic self, we're coming from fear, for example, or lack of self-worth, then all of that will be reflected back to us. That will be the world we see. So by clearing up, by being true to who we are, by welcoming our divine selves, knowing who we are, and that is what will project out. That's what will come back to us. And also when we hold that vision for others, when we consciously hold that vision for others, that's how we can bring heaven to earth for the world. That's how we do it. And when we forgive others, when they too forget, just like us, bringing it back into wholeness, holding them. It's a real warrior energy, holding that vision for the world we want to see. Oof. So get support when and where you need to. This is not for the faint-hearted. Wow. So please do get support, because this is the transformational work of 2024. Reach in to the divine and your team of holy beings that are there to support you, to help you awaken and deepen, and reach out to people you trust, to healers, coaches, channelers, that you trust, and that will hold you in the divine vision, that will guide you to you, not give it to you on a plate. That would be I would choose somebody who is there to guide you to you, yeah, rather than give you the answers, because you have the answers, and the energies now are about us finding our true selves. Well, we can't find our true self if someone's going to say this is who you are. It's better if someone can guide you there so you experience it yourself. Yeah, does that make sense? So, and I am here also to support you, to remind you that I do one-to-one deep soul healing and reading sessions, and I do group work, and I do teaching. I do a lot of free stuff in our Bright Shiny Souls Facebook group, Global Rise of Magdalene Frequency. And I get a lot of information through my weekly newsletter or blog. So I'm here if you feel that I can help you. So what does heaven on earth mean to you? Really? I mean, truly, what does your soul really, really want for 2024? It's a big question, isn't it? It might actually surprise you. It did me. I've been tuning in. I'm still tuning in. We've got until around about the 1st of February to really sit within ourselves and to connect with our soul, the deepest longing, the deepest desires of our soul, what it wants to create this year. How does it want to turn out? How do we want to turn out this year? And so it's really a beautiful time to be dreaming in holding the vision for ourselves for the coming year. For this year, it's already 2024. So I'm afraid I've got to read this because otherwise I'll forget. I've got some offers to help you. To help you discover what you truly want in 2024, I am offering a special one-to-one 90-minute session for 155. So is a saving of a fabulous £61 from my regular one-to-one Divine Soul Healing reading journey. And it's valid up until the 2nd of February. So you can message me, email me for more information on that. The other thing I'm really excited about is that I've got the Magdalene monthly messages on the energies of 2024 for peace, love, joy, and healing. So Mary Magdalene, if you know me, then you'll know that Mary Magdalene is a really powerful guide for me and for all of us. And she's given me a month by month message to share in supporting us in realizing heaven on earth this year. And I'm offering it for just £5 a month. You can have the messages delivered in your inbox by the 1st of each month. Alternatively, you can save £16. And for £44, you can get all 12 month by month messages upfront in your email. This is going to really help you plan for the year ahead accordingly. Again, just let me know if you would like to receive them. I will also be sharing these messages free in our monthly online Bright Shiny Soul Circle as soon as I can around the beginning of the month. They will be live and the replay will be available on our Facebook group of the same name, Bright Shiny Souls group. They'll be available for just a few days, that recording, that replay. So the first one in 2024 is at the new moon, which is, as you will know, is the perfect time for setting our soul's intentions for 2024. It's on Thursday, the 11th of January at 5:30 p.m. UK time. And I will be sharing Mary's message for January and guiding you on a journey to connect to your divine soul and connecting to Mother Earth in order to activate your intentions for 2024. So you can let me know if you want to reserve your spot for that. So my wish for you this year is that you know yourself. You know yourself to be that divine peace, joy, love, abundance, and that you create what you're here to create. You're here to share your light, to shine your light so brightly. That's my wish for you. Much love to you. Have an amazing 2024. Blessed be.